I wake up to another Fortnite controversy, I'm going to commit suicide. If you guys have not seen this or been living underneath a rock, Fortnite has came under a lot of scrutiny with its copyrighted lawsuit dance emotes. Now, the problem with this is everyone that has been going at it, trying to sue Fortnite for quote-unquote copyright infringement, that's not going to be the case. As far as we know, the dance under any circumstantial, any lawsuit, to add it in a Fortnite game is really kind of embarrassing or laugh. Came under a legal claim of all the emotes that are created, and they're charging about $5 to $10, contributing to hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue each month, are now, of course, being attacked. Whether or not they are copyrighted or not is kind of what's going to be helping. It's the beginning of the complicated and precedented setting series of legal cases dealing with both dance as an art form and the video game industry at large. The biggest question is whether or not a dance move can be legally copyrighted at all. Technically, choreography, or whatever dancing in sync is called, can be copyrighted, as it is it's a legal thing. Like, it's been done in the past. Not that I've ever seen anyone try to copy a dance move and claim it as their own. That is the reason why a lot of people are getting in trouble. So whether or not, and the problem with all these lawsuits that I'm going to be telling you about, I don't think any of these are copyrighted. Like, they didn't go through the copyright source to get these dances copyrighted. The one thing that I can say is that the court will have to decide whether or not the dance move in the video game is considered appropriating someone's likeness, or in the effect to use someone else's identity to sell something. I will say, pretty much all of these cases, you can clearly see that they are imitating the dance move. How much will this actually cost Fortnite? So the first case comes from a rapper called 2 Milli, whose real name is Terrence Ferguson. Earlier this year, Epic put 2 Milli's signature dance, the Milli Rock, into Fortnite as an emote called Swipe It. Although Epic never sold the dance entirely for money, it included Swipe It as part of the paid season subscription service. Ferguson began criticizing Epic for not asking for his permission or providing him any compensation. Later, Chance the Rapper blew the complaint up further when he called out Epic for exploiting the art of black performers for its own financial gain, which I think is stupid. They're not primarily going after just black people, basically give them money. They're just looking for popularized dances. The one thing they should have done is actually go out and try and give legal compensation. I mean, it's not a one-for-one replication. They're a little bit off. In my own personal opinion, 2 Milli isn't even really that famous rapper or whatever you want to call it. Not only that, too, it's part of the subscription service, so he'd get a very unsubstantial compensation. I mean, you might get a couple $1 million or however many. It would depend on how much the court system would give them for them stealing it, or if they even get that far, because one Milli Rock Swipe It is not even a copyrighted dance. The people bought it mainly for their Milli Rock dance is very unsubstantial. I wouldn't have bought just the season pass to see his dance. I really don't care. Ferguson followed through on threats to bring legal action to Epic Games with the lawsuit. Shortly after, a second lawsuit came from the actor Alfonso, best known for portraying Carlton Banks on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. His signature dance, known as the Carlston, was turned into a Fortnite emote dance called Fresh. A third lawsuit came from Russell Horning, otherwise known as the Backpack Kid, whose popularization of the floss dance led to a move becoming an early Fortnite emote known as the same name roughly a year ago. Though he has now sizable social media following and an aspiring rap career, is just 17 years old, is using his mother suing on his behalf, because you can't sue until you're 18 years old. All the three were aspiring in the same law firm, Pierce, Bainbridge, Beck and Price, and Hecht LLP, and are suing on roughly the same grounds. The complaints allege copyright infringement and violations of the right of publicity, the personal rights that govern how an individual can control and profit off the use of their own likeness, name, and otherwise identifiable traits. Although the two claims are separate, winning either could cost Epic a substantial amount in damages. More significantly, it would require licensing deals for the dance moves used as a basis of emotes. resulting in significant changes to Fortnite itself. If Epic played Ferguson's songs Millie Rock and 2 Millie when the swipe it emote was engaged, it would obviously infringe on Ferguson's copyright song. In fact, Epic creates all of its own music for emotes in-house to avoid all of that issue. If Epic turned Ferguson into a playable Fortnite character without his permission, it would be a clear violation of his rights of publicity. But the claims are more complicated when it comes to dance. Epic took a dance Ferguson popularized, turned it into a visual asset with motion graphics, and then turned it into a reward for playing a lot of Fortnite. So the first question would be whether a dance move can even be copyrighted at all. Most dance moves do not constitute copyrightable works because they do not, under copyrighted law, rise to the levels of choreography. Deciding if it is a work of dance is protectable. Choreography is a subjective evaluation typically based on the length and prestige. Individual dances, moves like the worm and the Macarena or the moonwalk, have historically been left out. Individual movements or dance moves by themselves are not copyrightable, it says, significantly calling out the waltz and the hustle step. The Copyright Office is super up on trends. Pretty much outlines the whole thing. Yes, it could be sued, and Fortnite could be in some big trouble. I mean, whether or not they go through actually asking people to use famous dances from now on and giving them legal compensation, that will probably happen in the future. As of right now, it doesn't seem that way. Now, will they lose? I mean, it's pretty much a 50-50 chance. The Carlson I can see actually being more of a huge thing because it was a sold alone dance move. I don't really know much about the floss. It was done by multiple people. Everyone's done it. So like if they sued Fortnite, they could essentially sue anyone that does it really for any compensation, whatever they deem necessary. The Carlson I could see kind of doing because it was on TV, and TV has a lot more. Pretty much everything they do on TV can be copyrighted. The Carlson I could see going somewhere. 2 Millies, swipe it. I don't see really going anywhere, but it's very possible they could be throwing around the race card, which a lot of people like to do in these types of cases, to really amp up the volume to whether or not it can be copyrighted or they can get in trouble. The Fawcett, probably not. The Carlson, I could probably see them winning, but it's all thrown in speculation. Honestly, they could win every single case. How much could they be losing? I mean, Fortnite and Epic Games they have money, but it will draw a huge financial loss into Fortnite and deeming a lot of things unnecessary, possibly even a financial meltdown of Fortnite. Will it end Fortnite? Most likely not. They make way too much damn money, especially for it being a free game. They don't know exactly how long this will take. Obviously, cases like this in the past, like take Viacom and YouTube's copyrighted lawsuit, that took up to like 10 years before it was officially 100% resolved. So will Fortnite be ending? No. Will the copyrighted lawsuit dancing be figured out in the near future? Probably not. Will they win? Who knows? That's up to speculation. I personally don't think any, like I said, the Floss Kid probably no. 2 Millie probably no, and the Carlson I could see happening. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any legal matter, like say if you're somehow a lawyer that are watching this, what do you guys think about the dances in Fortnite with using pretty much no permission? What do you guys think about that? Do you really care? Do you really not care? I thought that I would bring some light, my own aspect to this, because I figured why the hell not? So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more great content just like this every single week. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.